You know the devil couldn't kill you. You got too much oil on you. God's got something for you to do.
Thank you, Lord.
Hallelujah. 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 I say hallelujah. He deserves the glory. To get me out of the mess I was in, he deserves the glory. He deserves my praise. He deserves my worship. All the hell that I've been through and he still protected me. He deserves all the praise. Hallelujah. Well, I just celebrated 12 years clean from cocaine in March. 12 years. It may not be a long time for some of y'all, but that's a long time for me. 12 years, I started fooling around with drugs when I was 11, 12, 13 years old. I was 13, 14, I was smoking crack. And in and out of juvenile detention centers. And man, it's amazing that I'm alive, first of all. Not only am I alive, but he didn't let me be incarcerated the rest of my life. I've been charged with so many different charges, and somehow the favor of God is on my life. I don't know how it happened, but he did it. And not only that, but the third miracle, I always tell people he did 3 major miracles in my life that stand out. He didn't let me die. He didn't let me be incarcerated the rest of my life. And then thirdly, he blessed me to travel all over the world and bless people and tell them that it ain't over to God says it's over. I was telling you earlier, my father was a jazz guitarist, still is, and my mother was an organist. So when I was growing up, I knew I was going to sing and do music, but I didn't know what I was going to sing because I didn't know if I was going to listen to Earl Clue or Wess Montgomery, Minnie Riperton or Marvin Gaye and then mother on the other side, she always had that Andre Crouch and the Hawkins family and Reverend James Cleveland. So I was mixed it up. I didn't know what to do. I just took my music and mixed it all up. And so that's what you're going to get tonight. I told you I was tired. Look, I'm already talking about this tonight. You know, my grandmother used to have this saying. She said, give me my flowers while I'm still living. So many times we wait till people are gone to celebrate them. And it's too late then. You know, it's great to still do it and honor them, but I want to be celebrated while I'm alive, and I want to celebrate the people who helped me come from where I come from. I want to celebrate them before they go on to be with Jesus. And so there's a song that I wrote to my mom and dad because I was so strung out on drugs. It was a mess. I would leave the house and my family didn't know when they were going to see me next. I'd be trafficking drugs in and out of Mexico and just doing everything I could do to be crazy. I tell people I wasn't crazy with a C, I was crazy with a K. I wasn't no weekend warrior, you know what I'm saying? I loved getting high. And the enemy really tried to utilize that to destroy my life, but again, I want to say to somebody in here that purpose always prevails.
Yes.
Purpose always prevails. I don't care what the enemy fabricates against your life. If you got purpose on your life, you're going to make it. Because God's got too much invested in you to not get his return. So I wanted to so bad write a song in respect to my mother and father, because my mother and father, they believed in me when I wasn't much to believe in. I grew up in a pastor's home. My mother and father raised me right. There wasn't no bunch of mess going on in my house. It was clean. Prayer, word, fasting. And a lot of people, they say, how in the world did you mess up and get so mixed up like you did? And I said, because the enemy doesn't care what side of the tracks you come from. What he does is he sees purpose in your life, and when he sees purpose and favor, he'll attack you at your infant stage. And so the enemy began to attack my life, but I love my family. My father, he often had people who would come in because I was always getting arrested. They would he would bring in newspaper clippings with my name highlighted. And they would ask my father, some of the elders in the church, they would ask my father, say, how long are you going to let this boy traffic in and out of the church? He's ruining your ministry, and he's hurting the church and all this stuff. But I'm so glad that my father knew that ministry started at home, not the church. I didn't come to preach tonight, but I just want to encourage you, don't give up your children and your posterity for prosperity.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Don't give up your posterity for prosperity. We have people who get intoxicated on their success and they forget where they come from. And they forget about the purpose that God put on their life. And so, let me get back because I just hit a little trail there for a minute. I'm coming back. But I remember there were many times, I know a few people asked me to share a little bit about my story, if that's all right.
Yeah.
I 15 years I was strung out on drugs and in and out of all types of juvenile detention centers, prison, jail, rehab centers, halfway houses, men's home. I've been to all of them. I forgot about half of them. But trying to get myself straight, a lot of times I was because I was convicted for certain things that I was court ordered to go to some of these treatment centers and such. But God is the one who turned it around. I'll never forget when He turned it around. I'm going to share a little bit more of that. But I was so blessed because I would go out in the streets and stay in the streets sometimes for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes months. My family wouldn't even, they would be looking for me. One time my parents hired someone to find me, and they found me about 3 states away, shacked up with some girl, doing drugs. And I'm so grateful that my parents never gave up on me. See, that's why you got to have good spiritual giants in your life. Spiritual parents in your life, because they see the giant sleeping inside of you. And they know how to wake up that giant inside of you. So you always got to have a good man and woman of God in your life so that when you can't see the greatness, they can, and they can pull that out of you. I remember many times I would come home and a lot of people, they'd tell my mother, they said, you don't even let that boy in the house. He went out there and cut him off. Let him go out there and find his way. But my mother had a better way of handling things. She would wait, when I'd come in, I would be so depleted, my body would be worn out just because I would stay up for days and weeks sometimes, hallucinating from sleep deprivation and so many drugs. And I would just wander back up in the house and knock on the door of Mama and say, come on in here, baby, because she knew I was going to pass out. And when I passed out, she'd come in there with that good old Wess cooking oil. She knew what she was doing. She said, y'all go ahead and cut y'all's kids off, but I'm going to pray for mine. And I'd go in that bedroom and shut myself out. My whole body would shut down. And I'd wake up, I had all on my forehead, I had all over me. It was all everywhere. I couldn't even enjoy getting high no more because I've been in there praying. I come here to tell somebody, keep praying for that person that you've been believing God for. Go in that bedroom wherever that child sleeps and just anoint the bed. Slip some prayer cloths under the bed and just watch God do a miracle. Hallelujah. I feel the Holy Ghost in here now. I don't know what it is. I feel I'm warming up now. I feel my help coming. Look at somebody and say, don't give up on that loved one. Keep on praying for him. The anointing breaks all yokes. Destroys all yokes. Hallelujah. Trying to get to this song, but I feel something in my soul tonight. I feel like somebody gonna get delivered, somebody gonna get some hope and some encouragement because God can turn it around. I don't care what you're going through. God knows how to turn that thing around. And many times I've learned that God will leave a situation alone just so He can get more glory out of it. He'll wait till everybody walks away from you so He can get glory out of it, so nobody else can take the glory for what God did in your life. Sometimes He'll make you walk solo so that some of your friends can't take credit for what God did in your life. That's why you've been lonely. That's why you've been solo. That's why you had to ride to church by yourself, cry yourself to sleep, fast by yourself, pray by yourself, serve by yourself, raise your children by yourself, because God wanted to get the glory. He ain't gonna let no glory be shared with nobody else. That's why you've been going through the hell you've been going through, because God wants to get the glory out of it. I feel like I'm talking to somebody in here. Just keep on pressing, baby. Keep on pushing. Just keep on praying. Keep on fasting. somebody and say, God can make it all right.
Yeah.
God can make it.
Hallelujah. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you can't give up now. You done come too far, honey. Keep on pressing. As a matter of fact, I feel a press anointing on your life right now. You just got to keep on pressing. You let nobody talk you out of your miracle. You done prayed too long for this miracle. Raised in church, and I've seen so many people serve and serve and serve and invest years, decades of their life in the ministry. And then right before they step into that place that they've been praying for, they give up. Don't give up. You've come too far to give up now. I encourage you in the name of the Lord.
Hallelujah.
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 Trying to get to this song, but I feel it. My mama would come in and she would pray for me and she would believe God. She'd call all her friends. Say, I need you to pray for my boy. She wasn't trying to hide nothing. She wasn't ashamed of her game. She get all her friends to get to pray. I'd be sitting up in the crack house, 6 o'clock in the morning, birds chirping, been up for days. My friends sitting around, we still trying to get high, and I'd turn on Christian Network, so watching TV, I'd be sitting up there crying. They'd be like, what is wrong with you? You're crying, you're high over here. But Mama's prayers were working. Oh, I feel the Holy Ghost. Mama's prayers were working. You know, the only reason you here is because somebody was praying for you. Don't you stop praying for that loved one, because God will make that thing right.
Oh, God. Hallelujah.
So let me behave myself and sing me another song. Now, I told y'all I love that cruiser music. I grew up on that old school stuff. I'll say the song in a minute. I didn't want to give up my R&B when I got saved. I said, Jesus, please don't make me give up my R&B. So that's why I make some of it. One of my favorite worship songs is Loving You Is Easy 'Cause You're Beautiful. Everything that I do is out of loving you. Loving you has made my life so beautiful. Everything that I do is just because I'm in love with you. This is where the worship really comes in. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Somebody worship up there, y'all. Everybody ready? Come on. You'll come in the room on that one right there now. Where was I? I got sidetracked. This song I wrote to my mom and dad is called Can't Thank You Enough. The first verse is to my father and the second verse is to my mother. Can I share it with y'all?
Yeah.
I wrote this about them because it was such a blessing in my life. I'm ready, brother. Thank you so much. Well, that proves the music there. Keep it right there. That sounds good. Home. And when I was broken, it was your word spoken to me. Father, you put me back together again. And I want to tell you, I've not forgotten what you do, yeah. And then I recall how the so-called friends walked away. You helped me smile again and helped me find a brand new day. And when I think about your love for me, I just can't understand. Because the way you stood by me shows me you're really a friend. And I just say thank you. just say thank you enough. Thinking about the times we had, the many nights that I didn't come home, and it made you sad. But I just want you to know that I recognize the love that you've shown. And if I had 1,000 days just to sing about you, it would never be enough, because that's how much I love you. Mother, you've always been right by my side, and I just want to take a little moment and try, but I know that I can say thank you enough for the joy inside. Your love is invaluable, how you save my life. Oh, you can't find this something anywhere. Oh, thinking about you were there for me. And when I couldn't think for myself, you would think for me, yeah. You protected me every step of the way, and I just can't let another day go